Hello investors and welcome back to Just Randy Stocks. During this video I wanted to cover Redwire in a little bit more detail. I did a video last week. This was right before the analyst day. I just wanted to make sure I got it on everyone's radar that this is a company that has big potential in the future. So Redwire is going to be going public on the New York Stock Exchange via a $615 million SPAC merger with Genesis Park Acquisition Corp, or ticker symbol GNPK. To all of you that have subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you can get alerted as soon as I upload a video. And give an early thumbs up. It really helps out the channel and the algorithm, helps people to see the videos and the channel to grow. So is it too early with a very historic day today to start thinking about space infrastructure and what it takes to populate space? With the commercialization of space travel on the frontier, is the next gold rush of space travel before us, and should you get in on these stocks early before they get out of range? So Virgin Galactic reached the price range of $17 twice, and now it sits at, I believe, around 49. It was up at 51, closed last Friday. You could see a little peak, you could see a rise in the share price, I believe, on Monday, but I believe as the momentum of the news of the flight starts to die down, I believe the stock will start to, decline a little bit, because they aren't going to be generating a revenue stream for still quite some time, even though they have several of these flights booked. But with three billionaires really investing in the cost of flight travel, launch costs being so much lower than what they used to be, this could be the next gold rush. So how do you get in on it? That's why I wanted to talk about this stock. So we're going to take a look at the leadership team, investment highlights, innovation, the performance and outlook growth of Redwire, the merger and acquisition potential, and then finally their calendar that's set for this year in their 5 strategic focus areas. Does Redwire have the right team for the right mission? I believe they do, with 25 plus years experience, 30 years experience, very senior leadership team. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a while. And specifically, Pete mentioned that the leadership team is very strong in mergers and acquisitions. Part of the investment highlights their heritage. 50 years experience. They're not new to doing this. They have disruptive innovations that are driving customer retention and a robust backlog. So they're expecting an economy of, by 2040, a global space economy of $2 trillion, 160 flight missions that they've flown. So they've been involved in critical missions, next generation infrastructure provider. That's what they do. More than 200 plus parts, 3D printed parts, the ISS, or International Space Station. So NASA could call them and say, hey, we need one of those 200 parts that you have. 230,000 square feet office of lab space, including clean room facilities. And then they just clarified this number. I don't think it changed much from March 2021, but it increased 100 million, and I believe they clarified and they put a little note in here exactly, and they built a chart of exactly what this number means. So it increased 100 million. I don't think things changed from March of 2021. They could have. I just think they clarified exactly what's in that number. So I like to think of Redwire sort of as the Home Depot or Lowe's of space. Their infrastructure enables nearly every space mission, and here in their heritage enabled every U.S. mission to Mars, went to Pluto and beyond, landed on multiple asteroids, guided every GPS mission, and multiple innovative firsts. This one specifically that's getting a lot of attention is their 3D print tools and spares in space. So what type of growth are they expecting by 2025? $1.4 billion in revenue by 2025, a 72% revenue CAGR from 2021 to 2025. So Redwire was made up of more than 7 companies, and you can see those listed here. They've had a successful track record of extensive M&A execution, and they maintain a robust pipeline. You can see here 4 potential acquisitions. So once again, you're hearing the merger acquisition. That means growth, and something you should definitely pay attention to. So here's some of the customers that they work with and some of the verticals included in the space. So launch and exploration, in-space mobility, Earth observation, and satellite communication. You can also see that Redwire has momentum. 2021 forward launch calendar is full from August, September, October, November, December. And right here in mid-August is when we're expecting the actual SPAC merger to be complete. So Redwire has 5 strategic focus areas. The first one being space commercialization, and this would be building the manufacturing processes in space to build infrastructure, workspaces, living spaces for outer space. Those processes, because of zero gravity, are going to be much different than on Earth. So they're having to develop these manufacturing processes, bring materials back to Earth, test them, and then send them back to space. Digitally engineered spacecraft. So they want to make a few models to say, if we need to really ramp up very quickly, you can use A, B, or C. So don't go just manufacturing something that we don't already have spare parts for, and this will help lower cost and lead time of spacecraft development. So making sure they've got digitally engineered spacecraft, as options for their customers. On-orbit servicing, assembly, and manufacturing. Now this is where they're actually taking the parts for satellites and sending them up so that way they don't get damaged by the G-force and the carrying of the satellite, and putting these together in space and then providing a service, advanced sensors and components. So the sensing that communicates back so there could be decision making, and then space domain awareness and resilience, and this would be detection, intercepting threats, cameras, and telescopes. So those are the 5 strategic areas that Redwire is focused on. So with a known labor shortage in a lot of companies, I was encouraged to see that Redwire had a couple of slides focused on total number of employees, skilled staff, and some of their education highlights. They discussed employee retention and how they attract and retain top talent, which I believe is important. They even have strategically located in proximity of key customers and universities to keep a good talent pool within the company, which I think is smart. So last slide I'll cover, and this is the financial overview slide of the revenue. Just to touch on it one more time, 85% growth estimated by 2025, $1.4 billion, free cash flow positive. I mean, this is a no-brainer. I believe now's the opportunity to get in early, and I hope you consider adding this to your portfolio. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.